How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Foundry channel, and today we're going to be cooking eggs with molten aluminum. Check it out. Alright guys, so in order to cook some eggs, I made this hideous thing out of some steel wire. And this is pretty much just so I can put an egg inside of it, and then be able to submerge it in the molten aluminum. So I'm just going to put an egg inside, close it up, and the purpose of this is so that I can actually dunk it completely in the aluminum from a safe distance. Alright, so I'm going to start by melting some aluminum down, which you can see happen pretty easily. I'm going to skim a bit of this slag off, and maybe add a few more ingots in there, and then we'll be ready to cook our first egg. Alright guys, as you can see I added a bit more aluminum, and this should be enough to fully submerge the egg. So I'm going to take it out and we'll see what happens. Alright, I've picked up my egg in the cage, as you can see there. And now I'm just going to proceed to dunk the egg in the aluminum and hopefully cook it. So the shell did not survive at all. It totally blew apart as soon as it touched the aluminum. It was just too hot. And yeah, as you can see there, it's looking pretty gross. But it's also cooking, as you can see on the top. Alright, so I think that's probably enough. Kind of looks like a mutant egg of some sorts. It's pretty gross, and it definitely doesn't smell very good. But yeah, that should be enough cooking for now. And yeah, there it is. Yeah, so you definitely see there's still some yolk leaking out of the bottom there. So it definitely didn't cook the whole egg, but I think I'm going to try to tear it apart a bit and just see how much of it actually got cooked. So yeah, there's quite a bit of white part that is cooked well, but it's also really brown. I'm not sure if that's just because of how hot it was or something else that happened with the aluminum. But yeah, there's definitely still a lot of uncooked yolk in there. I was hoping that it would kind of hard boil kind of thing, so the whole thing would be solid, but I guess not. So I'm going to try to shake the egg out of the cage a bit. And yeah, there we go. And I'm probably just going to throw this thing away because it's useless. But yeah, there's the finished egg. Semi-cooked, I guess, but I think I'm going to try it a different way this time and see what happens. Alright guys, so for this next experiment, instead of submerging the egg in molten aluminum, I'm going to try pouring it right over top of it. I'm not sure if it'll make a difference cooking wise, whether it'll be less cooked or more cooked, but I guess we'll find out. So I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the other one, take the lid off, skim the slag out, and then we'll be ready to pour it. Alright, so now I'm going to take the crucible out of the foundry and set it down. And then, yeah, this happened. So as soon as I figured out how to walk properly again, I'm going to put the egg back in the muffin pan and then start pouring it. So if you listen carefully while I'm actually pouring it, you can hear the egg popping. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if that's just because of how hot the aluminum is or if some gases in the egg are escaping, but I definitely thought that was cool. It kind of just exploded. So I poured a little bit more aluminum on top just to get it cooking more. So yeah, it definitely looks more intact than it was when I submerged the egg, but I don't know what it looks like on the bottom, so I guess we'll find out. So I think I'm going to let this egg sit here for maybe 30 seconds to a minute, just to let it cook up a bit. And yeah, on the bottom it definitely looks pretty burnt. guys, it's been about a minute now, so the aluminum is a little bit harder. So I'm gonna pop it right out of the muffin pan. And yeah, here it is, an egg inside of a metal muffin. So I'm just gonna peel some of the aluminum away here and pop the egg out. And yeah, there it is. So the shell looks a little bit better on the top at least, but the bottom's still pretty burnt off. So I'm gonna go put this by the other egg just so I can compare the two and see which one's cooked better. But at this point, they're both looking and smelling pretty gross. Alright, so let's see how cooked this thing really is. Oh yeah, there's definitely still quite a bit of uncooked yolk inside there. So it looks like molten aluminum definitely isn't a great way to cook an egg, but hope you enjoyed the video anyways, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like it, subscribe, and leave a comment about what you want to see next on the Foundry channel. Thanks again so much for watching. Bye.